never walk this road, then you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. About to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
What's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. What's up, Fleece?
Man, it is what it is. A good day.
We got a lot of questions that were sent in through the email.
Oh.
Thank you all for sending the questions.
Yeah, for real. Y'all be messing me up.
Yeah, and some of the questions
Have me really leaving her like scrambling.
yeah.
I'm like, how could they ask me something like that? But I got the answer, and I will.
All right, this first one, somebody must have been really paying attention with this one. How did you have parole 4 times and never got out?
Man, because I done put myself in a state of mind where I got to prove a point to these white people in here and these inmates. That you talk about don't cure it. No, I don't. First of all, I don't want out, which means I don't care who I hurt. And if you put me in a hole, I don't care how many times you write me up and all this. So...
What do you mean you don't care who you hurt?
I don't.
At that point, you didn't care who you hurt?
I didn't care, period, who I hurt. Everybody trying to hurt me is how I'm looking at it, And so, that was my defense, man. I'm going to go as hard as I can, man. I ain't caring about nothing on the streets. Nothing in here. They want to fight, we'll fight, man. And so, when they gave me parole, man, they like, man, let's get him out of here. I go up. They say, well, Mr. Johnson, we're going to give you parole. I said, oh, good. Thank you. Got up, came out. They said, what happened? I said, they gave me parole, man. And when I went back to the yard, this guard, that same day, came up on me, said, I heard they gave you, the biggest asshole in her, parole. I said, you know what? They can keep that shit. And I ran up on him and spit in his face. We fought. I didn't fuck parole, punk.
What was keeping you in there at that point?
Me. At that point, it was me. I had unfinished business in her, man. I done had unfinished business. Like, I got like a get-back problem. Somebody do something to me, I want to do it back, right? And
you was going to stay in prison to get them back?
And I did.
And you could have went home? Man,
one time, the officer that I threw that hot stuff on, look, I had parole. His name is Youngblood. He's getting ready to be the next warden. He's making rounds, but he done did something to me 3 years ago that I told people, when I catch him right, I'm going to get him. I had parole, man. I was like a week from going home. And people was telling me, Fleece, man, don't, man. Go home, man. Go home. I said, I told him I was going to get him, man. So I took a 3-gallon bucket of bleach and piss, and I boiled it. And I boiled it for like about 3 hours, man, in a big bucket. And that bucket was so hot that it bent. Because I had stingers in her. Homemade stingers, man. That stuff was bubbling. And so to test it, I took a spoon, threw it in there, and went curled up in a ball that quick. I said, this is hot. Here he come on the walk. And I had parole. I'm going home.
You talking about a plastic spoon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going home next week, right? So everybody say, Fleece, please, brother, go home. I threw it on him.
Why did it have to be so, why did you have to boil, why did you want him to be that hurt? If you was going home, why did you want to hurt him that bad?
Shit.
Because they could have killed him.
I wanted it to. It almost did.
And you smiling about it.
Yep. Cause look, he stayed in. Why wouldn't I smile? Did you see what he did to me? Did you see what he did when he got out of the hospital? How nasty he was. And
with the food and stuff.
Yeah. You new people that's hearing this story don't know that though.
Yeah, it's true.
They don't know that when I threw that shit on this motherfucker, hey, his face peeled off of him. Smoke off his body. He's screaming. He ran into the wall, tore his shirt off.
Oh, you really enjoyed it.
And I'm throwing stuff through the bars and I'm trying to kill him, right? Die, you bastard. And he got up and he ran and he was hollering, Fleece did it. And they were trying to grab him. He went through all them goals like a linebacker. And when shit was, but the smoke still coming off his body. They said when he made it to the yard, he passed out in front of the canteen, went in shock. He stayed in the hospital 18 months.
You know something I never asked
18 months.
What did they do to you right then and there after that happened?
Man, so I already told people, shit, they gonna kill me. So I'm ready to go, right? So I had a homemade knife and a real knife. So I'm waiting on them to come up to my cell, with the riding gear, back up and all that. But they doing something new this day. My door just opened. I said, they ain't gonna do no backing up, nothing. They come to fight, right? It's gonna be to the death. I said, okay. I said, since it's gonna be to the death, let me rock and roll. So I took a sheet and tore it and tied it around the bar so the door can't shut no more. I made sure it can't shut. I tied it. I went over and tore the toilet out off the floor. Boom, slammed it. Now I got some weapons, right? And then
I thought you had the knives.
Yeah. I got. I'm gonna need all this shit, man. When they come,
you going to war?
Yeah, this is a war.
Oh, okay.
They coming with an electric shield that is like 5 feet tall. That thing shoots out like 3,500,000 volts, some old shit. They coming with everything. I stepped out in the hall and everybody was saying, I said, hey man, I see y'all in here, buddy. They said, you a crazy son of a bitch, Fleece Johnson? I said, yes I am. Man, when they came around that corner, they had a dog, looked like a wolf. That man took that thing over him and said, kill him. That thing coming down the hall. I said, what you standing there for? So I broke, man. I ran back in the cell and I grabbed a mattress off the bed and jumped up on the bed and got in the corner. Then here come a Rottweiler looking dog. So they two were fighting at first and then the trainer ran in there and I'm holding the mattress up. They can't get around the mattress because I'm locked in the corner. And the trainer was taking his billy club and trying to hit my knuckles, make me drop the mattress, right? And he hit one hand. I said, And it hurt like a mother. Well, look. And, but the knife stuck me. And that's when I realized I got the knife on me, right? So I went on and grabbed it, and I stuck one of them dogs about 3 times real quick. He stuck his head around that mattress. He fell over by the toilet, and then this man hollered, he got a weapon. So I hit the other dog. He went out in the hallway, and I ran out there through the mattress over top of him, right? While he tried to get away, and I was just poking him, pop, 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 pop. And he was, oh. Then I ran back in there, and I grabbed him. The one by the toilet, he was still alive, right? When I grabbed his leg, he's like, I had to poke him about 3 times real quick, shut him up, pulled him out of by his feet. Now, the guards that ran off the walk, because they say I got a weapon. Now I done killed their dog. So I say, here, take these son of a bitches. So I ran down the hall, dragging them and slung them. He said he killed my dog. And one guard, it was 3 guards, they grabbed this guard. They was out there wrestling with him because he wanted to come back on the walk and try me. They said, no. He said, he killed my dogs. He killed my dogs. And they had a wrestle with him, take him away. So I walked back to my cell. I said, since I told my toilet out. I might as well make it real difficult to come on the wall. So I hit my water and flood the water. I flooded the whole walk, right? So they're going to have to step through water and all this. You know, we still going to fight. So I'm going to make sure we all get a taste of it. It ain't going to be easy. But they surprised me. Senior captain came over. He said, Fleece Johnson. I said, yeah. Senior Captain Henson. Look, ain't nobody gonna put their hands on you or nothing, but we're gonna clean this mess up and we're gonna put you downstairs. How about it, buddy? I said, yeah. I said, he gonna let me live? Hell yeah, you better take that, right? I said, hell yeah, man, because them guards wanted to kill me, right? He's over all them guards, so I said, I ain't gonna let you handcuff me. I let you put leg shackles on me. That's my deal, buddy. He said, okay, bud, give me your word you won't. I said, long as nobody do nothing. He said, okay. So I walked out there and let them put the leg shackles on me. They opened the door, took me downstairs, put me in a little cell, and then they go and holler, should we strip him? I said, no. He said, no, let him keep his clothes. He knew I had something. He knows, man, I'm not giving shit up, right? They took him leg shackles off for me. But that happened. What's the next question?
The next question is, your ass is crazy. Hell, I was caught up in that story myself.
That shit happened, man. In our man, shit happened. Man.
This guy right here wants you to go more in depth than when you farted and blamed it on another man.
Man, that was at a time when I went to Eddyville, the worst prison in our state of Kentucky. I mean, bad. It was nasty down there, and people don't know me yet, and they ain't got to know me as Fleece Johnson. They don't care about your reputation, your name. They mind is on freak shit, right? And I ain't been able to touch base with them, but I know I'm afraid of them, for real.
You were scared?
Man, yeah. Man, you see about 15 booty bandits together. They sit around together and they plot ways of turning people out, man. They help each other do, tricks and stuff, right? Sit around and talk, about, that guy there, I seen him kill 3 people. And so, yeah, he killed 2 of them in jail. When I was with him in Florence County, all that stuff. And you listening, and so you thinking the dude they talking about is a killer. He can't even fight. With his thing in your booty, right? I think it'll scare you to death with this. So, I'm in the gym. This is on a weekend, man. I already know people done already helped me to all this stuff, so I'm not going out, right? So if I got a fort, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it in and get up and try to walk somewhere and let it out as easy as I can. I'm not doing that around them, right? Because it turns them on, right? And so we all in the gym. And I told myself, man, get up. And going outside and fought, man. Because, it was pinching me on the inside, man. I know this is going to be a big one, right? It was pinching, man. I could feel the little pincher. And I'm trying to hold it in. And then when I get up, dude grabbed my arm. He said, hold up, Fleece, I ain't done talking, bruh. And I sat down and bounced out. Man, everybody in our head turned, looked in my direction. He said, what? Oh, talk to me, old toothless one. Man, that was open. Y'all hear that? Man, who was that? Man, that's a gate. Ooh, that's open. So I turned my attention and looked at this dude sitting down there, right? I said, damn, boy. So everybody said, he did that? I said, Damn, boy, They said, yeah, okay. So they real booty men. They all got down and do say, hey man, what's up, man? They said, what you mean, what's up, nigga? Nigga, what you mean, what's up? When I'm touching his leg, he said, come on, man, I ain't with that, man. Touch him over. What you mean you ain't with that, nigga? Now you gonna demonstrate like that, nigga, and you think don't nobody wanna get up in you? He said, what you talking about, man? What he said, man, get this bitch, man. They took him on in that room, man. They pumped him, man. Pumped his booty. I took a deep breath. I said, shit. And then, but one dude, the dude that grabbed my arm, he said, hey, Fleece. I said, what? He said, that was you that farted, man. And you know you did, but you looked at dude. I said, yeah, I did. Why? What's up? What, you gonna go tell him it was me? No, nigga, I ain't gonna. I said, I'm gonna just, tell me, cause I'm gonna reverse it that it was you, nigga. All this shit. He said, come on, Fleece, we don't go I was nervous of them back then.
So at that particular time, they were taking men.
Man, come on, man. Yes, they was. They had double sales then.
Right.
See, when I did all that fighting and stuff, and I fought them through where they now single sales, right? I got rid of all that. Man, they was harming people in them sales, man. Especially you go in the sale and with Jeremiah. He the one that got Al. He got Al, man. Al's a player out of my city, man. Nigga was a player out there. Nigga had girls everywhere, right? But he mistreated his girls, right? He pimped them and all this stuff. So now he's in a cell with a nigga that's getting ready to pimp him, right? And Jeremiah is one of the biggest dudes in there, man. I'm talking about he put a coffee cup on his chest. He could do like that, set a coffee cup. That's how big his muscles came out, right? And balanced it. He do pop cans like that, drink out of it and pop his chest out and set his pop on his chest. And that nigga was huge, man. I'm telling you. So Al didn't get in his cell. And so he's talking all that legal aid stuff. Hey, look, man, I can help you, man, get out, man. I can work your case. And dude, I didn't want to hear all that, man. This nigga is a weightlifter and he's horny, right? And next thing you know, we heard it was quiet. Then we heard, looked like somebody was gagging or something, right? I said, what's that? And my cell bunkie said, what do you think it is? So I said, nigga, man, just shut up, man, before get this. I said, fuck you, mom. I was like, it get to me, and I know Al just moved in with him, right? Then he got quiet, man, and I thought I heard some grease popping, like somebody's up in something, right? Cause every now and then you hear, then you hear, like that, like he was popping it, man, all night. You can hear that. So when the next day came, Al didn't come out for breakfast, but he came out for lunch. And he had all this hair that he used to have an afro, right? Had it, neat. But he had all this hair pushed over to one side like that. And he was carrying a little kitten.
Oh, he was a girl now.
Yeah, he had on some shorts, right? So I said, Al. He said, hey, all that shit. I said, then I seen his man come, right?
And you were scared of him?
Yeah! Yeah, I'm not scared I was scared of everybody. And that's what makes you dangerous, right? When I'm scared, like if I see a cockroach, a mouse, I'm scared of it. I'm gonna kill it. I kill shit like that. And so, motherfuckers, I get tensed up around certain people because when that man's so big, you
gotta kill him.
You gonna have to hit him with something. I stab him real good and make sure you get it right? Cause he goes down there and he just pull 500 off the rack, lay down and just pump it, right? And I'm like, But next question.
Well, you just answered that.
Man, I'm telling you.
How does spending so much time in isolation affect your views on human connection in the community?
Well, isolation can force you to do one thing, man. Seek refuge, reading. That's what you do in isolation. You either daydream or you read. I read everything I can get my hands on, man. All kinds of books, psychology 101. I learned about the parole board from being in isolation, how to deceive them, right? It's simple. Every one of them on the parole board got a position, right? One of them's position is to study your body language, right? You know, how your eyes go, and if you put your hand right here when you making a point, that's a sign of honesty and all this stuff. You learn what they learn, what they been taught, then you reverse it on them. So I was teaching inmates in how to go up there and manipulate them, right? If they don't ask you a question, don't talk. You know, like they'll say, well, looking at this report, you was in a fight in 2026. That's not a question. You're supposed to say this, that. Then they say, is that correct? And you, yes. You want to tell us about it? Yes. And just make it brief and go to the next. See, they like it. And then when they get done and they ask you, is there anything you like to say? You know what them dumbass inmates would say?
What?
Yeah, I got a GED, I got a college degree, I took up a trade, I took this up and this up. I ain't had no write-ups in the last 5 years, and I got a home placement waiting and a job waiting on me. Is that it? Yeah. Come back in, they say, we're going to give you 5 more years.
Because they didn't say what?
Because the main thing they want to hear is remorse for what you did to get you here. Mm-hmm. You didn't say nothing about I'm sorry for what I did. Really even giving me parole, I don't even think could pay my dues for what I did to the families, and I feel bad about that. And, you know, they want to hear remorse. But don't nobody talk. They talk kind shit. That's how they know inmates is kind. So I was teaching inmates how to manipulate, and the ones that paid me and listened to me, they went home. They went home. So
you was talking about what you fought to change some things in prison.
I changed.
If you had money and influence, what would you change? What other things would you change?
Well, I would change how the corrections officers are trained and taught and brainwashed, right? They are taught outside of the Constitution. That's why they make so many mistakes in the penitentiary, right? You know, with how to treat an inmate, right? And end up taking the whole department to court. And they spending out all this money because all these violations is found, right? And the guards is committing these violations because they're not being told that it's wrong, right? Or it's against the law, right? They are being taught that we are the law. We make our own law in here. No, that stuff in the court say, no, you don't. So if I could change anything, it'll be that part, man. I would teach the corrections officers Constitution law, man, that deals with penitentiary. What you can and can't do.
All right, this next question, I think dude trying to be funny, but I'm gonna ask you. Did you ever try to make a pass on Big Lee?
No. And I'll tell you, look, let me tell y'all something about me. Everybody that knows me, don't nobody that I socialize with even see me as gay. I haven't been involved in any gay stuff, right? Even the people that was locked up with me that see me talking on YouTube, they go around saying I'm not. They say he's not gay, man. Fleece was this and that. Fleece this and that. Fleece helped a lot of people. Fleece did this. He saved a lot of people. He helped a lot of people get out of prison. He did this and that. He was never gay, man. And niggas lying, man. Somebody brainwashed him to say all this. I heard a lot of times. I even have some of them come up to me on the streets that I've been locked up with. Hey, man, what's up? You crazy, man. I hear you on TV talking that stuff, man. Them people believe you gay for real, man. I said, I was. They come on, police. I was locked up with you. I said, what you didn't see, you didn't see. He said, I didn't see it, man. Well, I was. So, I'm not going to...
You know, you look crazy as hell chewing that with no teeth.
You know what? That's a good one. Now, so I don't make passes on people, man. And I respect all my OGs, my young G's. I respect them. I don't go around people with a gay attitude. You know, I don't come in people's houses staring at their ass and stuff. Out here in the streets, I don't even socialize with none of that, right? And before I even got out of penitentiary, man, I was about like 10 years without even messing around in there. So I done already called it as it, and I'm done, you know. And so, you know, I tell people my life story, and I don't sugarcoat nothing, man. I tell them what actually happened in there. I had a hell of a reputation. I had a reputation that people wanted me to keep. You know, a name above any name, but I didn't like the name because it was a reputation of evil. All the evils I done, the people I robbed and stole and fought and battles and evil stuff. I don't want that reputation. I don't want the name that I'm tough. I'm super big or I'm a gangster. You know, I don't want none of that on me, man. Call me a little scary ass nigga or something, like anything, like, but a killer.
So he asked another question. How was it possible for that man to suck his own thing?
Man, if you ever watch American Got Talent, you'll see them people come out there that can twist their bodies. Double jointed, triple jointed. This guy wasn't even applying pressure. You know, like, if you bend over, you can go, Man, I'm talking about, he was just going straight down, up and down, and making big sucking sound. I thought he was sucking as hard as hell, man. That's what made me pee. I said, damn. I ain't gonna throw a towel over his shit, man. He said, what's up, Fleece? I said, that's what's up. He said, hold up, man, hold up. Man, I'm not gay, Fleece. I'm not gay, man. I said, you ain't gay. Man, he said, look, man, he said, I don't suck dicks, nobody's dick but my own. He said, I do my own, man. He said, and that's it. He said, but I'm not gay, bro. Please don't put that out on me. I said, I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I said, but he said, come on, don't say it, Fleece, man. Don't say it, man. You know, don't go there with me, man. I'm not like that. I said, hey, man, I'll leave you alone, man. Suck on, bro. And walked away and stood at the end of the hall. And then I waited. Then I heard that noise again. He turned it up. So I thought about it. I said, oh, shit. If I could do it, would I? I ain't even gonna answer that, but
That's some nasty shit regardless.
yeah, but I'm just saying, I seen him do it, and he can just, his body, he was adjusted to that, right? And he was just sitting on the bed like this, like he sat on the bed, just go straight down on it, man. like it wasn't a problem.
Can you watch the episode of Boondocks that had you in it?
No.
I knew the answer to that, but that was one of the questions. You talked about running into men you had in prison. Is that like running into a woman you been with?
No, I ain't been with a lot of women, even out here yet. I came out of prison, man. Like I said, man, I never even met a woman until I got out of prison. You know, I was raised in prison, man, from a child, man. And so, I don't have a lot of, like, when I got out, like, it's only been, like, three women.
Next question. What is the current state of your teeth? I won't tell him you're scared, but I'll let you go ahead.
Man, I've been arguing with certain people here lately, and I've been feeling this desire to bite somebody, man. And for real, I used to feel that in prison before
it's
I
funny
fight.
because the next question is, would you consider them weapons still?
I don't know where that feeling came in at. It's like a heat, a flow of heat that's flowing in my face, like I want to bite somebody, right? And I'm angry, and I'm looking for somebody to fight so I can bite them, right? And chew on them, and so since I've been out of prison, man, I've been really conducting myself proper out here, man. But it's so much crazy stuff out here that has been aggravating me here lately. And I've been really thinking about if I had them teeth already, man. You know, I could think of 2, 3 people, man, that I'm not gonna say it on camera, man, because, man, this say, you know, it's getting to bite season. Yeah.
What about this question?
Yeah.
In prison, how are you able to sleep around people you know that are killers?
You realize when you go in there, man, like, I'm not going to be in a cell with nobody that I feel is a threat.
What are you going to do about it?
Motherfucker, we'll fight right then and there. Straight up, you either get the fuck away from my cell or we going to fight. We ain't going to be in this cell together. If I don't get along with you, like if you, like I met one, he was a black dude. He was from a little country town. And he put him in my cell. And I said, how you doing, brother? He said, I don't talk to no nigga. He said, no rap, man. So somebody done told him, apparently when you go to prison, don't, you know, talk or don't let nobody get to know you. And I don't know how his head is fucked up, but he gonna get really fucked up, right? Now, I'm not gonna go through no more talking. Like, hey man, you know, cause I already know he gonna come off with more shit and he's gonna be on guard now, right? And he might can whoop a nigga look big, right? He look like he was stout. So I went on and reached on the bed, grabbed that net bag with that little pipe I had in there. Let me go on and solve this little problem right now, cause it's gonna get there anyway. And soon he turned around, I popped him right in the forehead, right? Popped him about 3, 4 times. He went to cover up, man. Ain't know all that, nigga. I said, when I seen him cover up, like, I expected him to come out swinging. But he covered up, man. I broke his wrist. And then when he went to the ground, like a little, I said, man, just let don't even hit it no more. Just get out of my cell, bro. You know, when that door got open, he came out of that cell, right? I cleaned the blood up and stuff and passed my little weapon off, and here come the guards. Turn around, be handcuffed and all this, go in the cell, they ain't find nothing.
Did he tell on you?
Huh?
Did he say you did it?
Yeah, he did.
And they still didn't do nothing to you?
Yeah, they locked me up.
You already locked up. What you talking about?
Somebody put me in the hole. Right. That's why I used to tell them cowards, we already locked up.
I know, but you say it too.
Yeah, but they put me in a hole, right?
Yeah. I said locked up.
And so, yeah, they put me in a hole.
You already in jail. I mean,
I only did like 3 months and I got out.
And that just helped your reputation.
Mm-hmm. And they knew not to put no silly person. Then the next dude got in there. What's up, Fleece? I said, what's up, nigga? He said, you don't mind, do you? I said, nah, I don't, nigga. Come on in, man. And we clicked, man, and shit, And so, but you ain't gonna put no anybody in my cell. Now, killers, I didn't argue with them. Just like Mac Moore's, when I knocked his boy out, Rooster, I knocked him straight out, one punch. He owed me some cigarettes, 2 boxes. The next day at breakfast, Mac Moore bring the cigarettes.
Killer.
Yeah, he killed 17 people on the street.
He was going to make you the 18th one.
No, he wasn't. When I came out of the dining hall, he took me to the side and said, here's your cigarettes. Said, is it over with? I said, yeah, it's over with me as long as it is with him. He said, well, it is with him. I said, all right. And I left. And I never messed with him, that boy again, right? And so, but Mac Morris, he was considered a killer. All of them is considered killers. Then when you look at it, you ask yourself, well, how many have I killed? And then you be like, anybody can kill. You gotta have heart, right? A lot of killers is stupid, right? And so it don't make you talk how you kill somebody,
Because most likely, that person you talking to done killed somebody.
Yeah. And
especially if you've been in there long enough.
So I learned to never show fear towards them. I can argue with somebody and I walk straight past him and deliberately turn my back right in front of him while I'm talking to somebody else. Give him all the room to get his lick off or do whatever he's gonna do, but I'm showing him, man.
It's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, but it's no fear, man. It makes them even respect you more, right? It makes them more afraid of you, right?
Until you get hit in the back of your head.
Well, when you know the type that'll do it, and you know the type that won't, right? And so to a real killer that I know it like that, we don't argue. If we have words, I know it's going to the death, right? It's going to be a fight, man. Shit, man, we ain't going to argue, man. It's like the McKinney brothers. They whooped all them niggas coming from Louisville. They didn't fuck with me. I didn't fuck with them. But they'd come on the walk and they'd tell all these inmates, lights out, quiet.
Who said?
The little lieutenant.
Oh, okay.
So when he leave the walk, I disguise my voice, right? I said, fuck you, bitch. So he comes back. Who said that? Everybody quiet. He said, won't you be a man? He said, I'll fight you alone. No backup. He said, that's what I thought, you a pussy. I said, you think, pussy, if you come in front of my cell so I can grab you and make you eat my dick. Oh, wow. He ran up there, running. He said, he turned on all the lights. He said, so you want to play games? He said, now, y'all know who this is in this cell here? This is Tommy Dozier. Y'all know who he is. Y'all know he's a killer. Y'all know he's treacherous. And guess what? I'm going to blame him as being the one who said that unless somebody step up and want to tell me who you are.
It was smart for him to try that.
It worked.
You said something?
Yeah, I did. I said it was me, goddammit. Bitch. All that shit, come on.
Why did you were scared of Tommy?
Hell yeah, man. Tommy got a click out there on the yard, man. White, bright, all them motherfuckers killers, right? You can't whoop them all, right?
You scared?
Nah, I'm gonna be 18, and I hope the motherfuckers, they teaching me prison shit, right? A motherfucker gonna do it. When a motherfucker do it on me, they gonna have to stand up, right? A motherfucker, we gonna to the death, right? And so they came over to my cell. He said, "So you tough?" I said, "Yeah, I think I am." He said, "Well, I tell you what, Johnson, I done heard a lot about you. And they said you're a reasonable guy. Now, I'm going to ask you to apologize." We'll let it go. I said, "I apologize." He said, "Thank you, sir." And walked away, right? And we never had a problem, right? Never.
This next question. Have you ever been taken in your sleep in prison?
Hell no. I dare. Look, let me tell you something. I sleep, like, even out here, 4 hours, I'm up the rest of the time. A lot of times you think I'm asleep, I'm not asleep. Ain't no motherfucker gonna ever grab me in my sleep. After Eddyville, I ended up, most of my time was in a single cell. I turned that whole prison to single cell. And I wouldn't let them send me nowhere else. I like a single cell. So no, ain't nobody tried me like that, man.
Says you went in pretty young.
Yeah, I did.
Tell the truth on the story that happened when you first got there with the guy that you became a girl.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, they think the guy that hit the wall.
Oh,
they think
no.
he actually got you.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He could have. I'll tell you this much. He would have got it. I done already decided I was going to give it to him. I ain't going to lie about that. Man, I seen you run your hand through a wall. And this nigga look like King Kong, too. And a big nose like the size of my fist. Red eyes and shit. Nigga weighed about 280. You know, solid. Big, dark African gorilla. Yeah, you can split me, nigga. I said, yeah, I was going to give it to him. I had a pear knife stuck down here. That nigga shook me up so bad that I forgot all about it. And I'm trying to figure out how you do it, right? I hope he ain't real big and all this. All that shit was going through my mind. I'm going to get him up in me in whatever position. I'm scared to death. He made a mistake, though. He squeezed my mouth open and tried to kiss me, stick that big nasty cow tongue down my throat, right? Old coffee stained ass Jack Mac tongue, that nigga breath stink too. When he stuck his tongue in my mouth and I went, and that knife stuck me, it brought me back to my senses right now. I'd rather die. No, this ain't gonna happen. And I stabbed him, fucked him up. And I met... Listen.
How did a kiss... You was great to actually give him the butt. But he kissed you. How's that worse than the butt?
Man, he ain't got it in my butt.
I mean, you was great to give it to him.
Yeah, I was going to give it to him. But
until he kissed you.
Man, it was so nasty. And it made me almost throw up, man. And when I jerked like that, the knife stuck me on my hip. And then I realized, I'd rather die. And now I realized I got a weapon, man. I forgot all about the weapon when that nigga ran his hand through the wall like, fuck it, man, I'm done, you know. And I got lucky. But what got me is that them people were so nasty, them white people. They supposed to took me to outside court, gave me some more time, put me in a hole. They took me in front of a committee the next day. They said, we know what went on in that cell. We've been knowing about him for a while. You'll never see him again. We're going to dismiss the write-up. No charges going to be brought against you. We're going to let you out of the hole today, put you back in that cell. We're going to give you cleaning stuff to clean the blood and all that stuff up. Everything in that cell that belonged to him is now yours. You can keep it or throw it away. And he had a whole lot of stuff that he done got off of people. Watches and rings and cluster rings and shit. Gold changes. The nigga had some shit, had a record player. And see, back then we had 8-track tapes and CDs, not CDs, 8 tracks. It wasn't no cassette tape shit. It was just 8-track record players. And nigga had all that Earth, Wind, and Fire shit. So,
what mistakes get a new inmate in trouble the fastest?
trying to join a gang.
I thought that was protection.
They ain't no but trouble, man. You joining gangs and man, and they go, somebody in the gang gonna start some shit, man. You gonna have to fight when they fight. You know, you gonna have to do things that, what they tell you to do. All this shit. You know, it ain't no everybody keep each other out of trouble. They get each other in trouble all the time, these gangs, bro. You know, keep you from going in school, getting your education and all this stuff, man. Cause they giving all this stuff away free, college degrees, credits, and you can take up welding. Somebody spend 20 years and I can come out, man, with so many skills, man, that'll make him millions, man. But the gangs will take you off of it. You ain't allowed to go to church, none of that stuff. You got to do what the gang does, right? You don't believe in church. You don't believe in this and that. And it's going to lead to trouble, man. I never got in one. And never wanted to be, because I ain't going to let no nigga tell me shit. You niggas, y'all don't, what you going to try to order me?
Have you ever met someone where the crime didn't match the person?
Yep. Yep.
Who?
A lot of people, man. You got people in there that were so vicious. And that I don't even think this is a category of crime you can put him in, man. You know, that man, then you got other people in there that is
like, was you like, man, how did this person do that?
Yeah, you see them in there, but it's trickery, right? That's the devil, right? The devil has deceptions like that, right? He has the ability to do wrong and it make it look like he ain't did shit, right? You know, that he's the nicest person you ever seen, right? I could talk to. I had serial killers in there that I was friends with, man. That I would have went to war with, And they make you feel like they the best friend you ever had, man. And they'll be there with you for real, man. They'll be with you on everything, man. Good times, bad times, support you when you're down, and good advice and all this. And you'd be like, how did he get in here? And then you find out he killed 18 people in like 9 states. He's a killer.
What sounds in prison you still hear in your head even now?
None, because I had the ability, even in prison, man, to block all the shit out, man. I could block shit out, like, even out here, I can block out shit. I can create in my mind, I can close my eyes like this and put myself anywhere in the world and be anybody I wanted to be, man, and actually see it and feel it, man. And I used to spend time in prison doing that, man. It was a gift, man. To keep me from getting just mentally tore up in there, right? I didn't feel most of my prison time, I never felt. It's like, I never felt this shit, right?
Who was the most respected inmate and why? Out of the time you was in there, who was the most respected inmate and why?
Well, I would say it's white dude. It's two white dudes. Uh, Bobby Bruce and what's that big old white dude, man? Billy Harrison. Billy Harrison and Bobby Bruce.
They was respected by everybody.
Oh yeah.
Were they big dudes?
Yeah, well Billy Harrison, he was like big like Mac Dillon off of Gunsmoke. He had a big old nose too. He killed 2 inmates in Eddyville, right? Chased one of a drain pipe, tore the drain pipe off the wall, made him come down, right? And they ended up killing him in Russian Mountain. They say the guards did it, right? He was just...
Was that another prison?
Yeah, they sent him from Eddyville to there. And
did they ever try to send you there?
Yeah, but I got lucky with no prison in America accept me. My institution record was so bad that they say, hell no, we don't want nothing like that up in here, right? We try to get rid of our assholes, right? No, we don't want it.
I'm sorry, I interrupt you. He tore the drain pipe off the
he
building,
killed
him come back down.
And Bobby Bruce, man, he's still alive, though. He's a white dude, man, that had good looks, and he was built. He learned how to box, and he was real nice when he first come in there, man. People tried to take advantage of his niceness, right? And he took one of the toughest dude on the yard did was a white dude. He smacked Bobby. And Bobby went and got an arm bar and came back and hit him right here and split him from the forehead all the way down his face. And he survived, but he checked in the PC. So when people seen that, they said Bobby checked the baddest man in prison, put him in protected custody, right? And then from there, Bobby had 2-3 more fights. And then Anthony Noel trained him on how to box, right? And he would start lifting weights too, man, and he was lifting it right too, man. He brought his shit all the way out, arms like that, and he was strong, man. And he took one of them bad white dudes in a big heavyweight and broke his ribs, and he hit that hard, right? But Bobby only had one flaw, man, that was drugs, man. He likes to get high, take pills and all this shit. And he had a thing where he wanted to stay in tune with God, man. But they would never, he couldn't make it out of here, man. But, you know, he liked what he liked, man. But he had a lot of respect in her and never lost it either. And me?
You what?
I had respect, but not that kind, right? My kind came from, I fought for my respect.
They thought you was crazy anyway.
Yeah, I was. You had to be.
Y'all have a good evening.
But
Peace.
Cherie, my niece, and she told me 5 years ago, Uncle Fleece, Mama looked me in my face and said she gave her soul to the devil. 5 years ago, it took me all the way back. Confirmation, right? And they turned out evil. But I didn't want to put that on Mama though, man. But that is called the mark.
Mark of what?
That beast. That's his mark. They said you're gonna either get one of either the mark or his number. His number is the 360. The 360 is not the mark of the beast. That's his number. He got a name, a number, and a mark, right?
The devil.
Yeah, and they say let the person that has understanding count the number of this beast, because it's the number of a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that number is 3 6s, right? Let the man that has wisdom count the number, not the mark out of the number of his beast. And I did that. So I said, I done found something that ain't nobody found. This son of a bitch. I found his ass and I found him. Here he is, right here, right here. Let me show you this son of a bitch. And he's right. One. No, it was two, wasn't it? 213. Was it one? It was 113. Was it? Oh, two. Oh, there it is. Let him that have wisdom count the number of this beast, because it's the number of a man. 13. Alright, so bitch, nowhere in the Bible can you find anything else mentioning on it. At number right there. Number 13. Then 3 6s. Let him that has understanding count the number of this beast, because it's the number of a man. See, I know what that number represents too.
666.
Yeah, I know what, that's the 3 6, but I know what it represents, right?
What does it represent?
Well, it's gonna go. Let's get this. This is deep. It's a whole new comment. Yeah, I'm ready to throw.
What is it?
Oh, well, the 3 6s, man, is like I said, that's the number of the beast. You know, people in these churches talk about all this stuff. That's his mark. No, he got a name, a number, and a market. That number represents what he started with. See, in Matthew, Jesus talked about it, right? He said the person who planted these kids, these evil ones, is the devil. He said it straight up. It's the devil put them in. Put the bad next to the good. And where they grow up together like tar and wheat. That's why he told a story about the tars and the wheat. Because they look similar, right? But tars choke out the wheat, right? It'll kill the wheat, right? And when you go to try to pull it up, you got to know which one, you know, if you don't know, you be rooting up the wheat with it. So Jesus took it, they said, man, stop telling us riddles and tell us exactly word by word what this means. And he told them, the field is the world. The good seed, you know, the wheat is the children of God that he put out here. The tithes are the children of the wicked one, and the enemy that planted them is the devil. I mean, he said, there it is. Y'all got two groups here on earth. Y'all wondering why the world is evil, half evil, or more evil than there's good and evil in the mix, right? And then you got these 1 billion gay people in the world. Out of 7 billion people worldwide, we got 1 billion gays. So everybody's wondering, how did they get like that? Did they just come out and say, Mama, I want to suck, I want to do this, I'm a boy and I want to be a girl? No. Who taught them this? Who taught them this? Who took that spirit out of them?
So you in belief you can't be born like that?
No, you cannot be born that way. You have been taught that way. You got people now that believe that they can put a bomb on themselves, blow themselves up, and receive something from heaven, right? You got other people that will go to war for somebody and don't even know why they there fighting and killing, right? You know, it's just like somebody telling me off the streets, hey, man, join us, man. We can go over in this neighborhood and kill up all this. Man, go ahead on, man. You know, the world, then when you got people that, you got a lot of girls that believe they men. You got a lot of men that believe they women. I'm a woman in a man's body and all this stuff. And so we was taught by scripture, man, that, you know, you beware of those that put light before darkness, that believe good is evil and evil is good. You know, the people that do evil, they think they're doing something good. And the ones that are good, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, look, they look at the people good as evil. And look at evil as good. They hear you working, you going to church, are you trying to stay low key, are you, your woman talk to you a certain way and you don't hit her, they think that's weak. Are you a punk? You know, these people, everything now is based on belief. Now, these 360s, like I said, man, I done solved the riddle. You know, let him that has wisdom count the number of the beast as the number of a man. I just told you the man. He's idolatry. You know, Earl 2:13, Old Testament. You will find that number. See? And we're going to go on to the other broadcast because I just want to say this one shout out to everybody in the world, especially to all you holy people out there. Bless you in the name of Jesus. Do you really know why he's coming back? When you get in church, ask your pastor, what would be Jesus' reason coming back? What is he gonna do when he come back? I'm gonna tell you, annihilation. Think of it. Y'all think he's coming back for what? To hug you? To give you a what? Second chance? He's coming back to destroy everything in this world that is not according to his scripture.